Okay, so um, being a COVID survivor, I got a little curious because I don't like these numbers. It's kind of like we're all in a position we don't know who to trust, who's telling the right answer, is everything legitimate or not. So I actually have a rabbit hole of a presentation for everybody this morning. So I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. So I was looking up because I was trying to think, how could something be airborne and cause this much illness in the world? So, so if you look at my Google search on the top, I asked, what is that red stuff from the airplanes? You know, when they do the airdrops. So let's just go to YouTube. So did we forget that that stuff is airborne during fires and people are thinking it's for safety, but look what it's doing to the cars. Let's look at one more drop. Ew, I hate that commercial. Stop it, YouTube. Okay. Why do they do that?
5 large wildfires are burning in California, and the worst part of the fire season is actually just beginning, with red flag warnings posted across the
So you look at the whole West Coast, right?
Texas aboard California's top weapon for battling its biggest fires.
Firefighters battling California's largest wildfire.
Okay, I don't want to hear all that. So let's go to the point. Let's get to the point. Was I on Google Chrome? Oh shoot, sorry you guys. I was on Safari. Okay, so it says air tankers are often used to drop thousands of gallons of water and retardant onto fires. Okay, rude. The red stuff. I told you my Google search would be legit, y'all. The red stuff that you often see being dropped from planes. Hi, Joan. The red stuff you see being dropped from planes and helicopters is a chemical retardant. Okay, so I picked this apart. I say a chemical retardant that contains. It doesn't say that is. It just says that contains, which means that it is incorporated with. Really? Okay, so retardant that contains phosphate fertilizer, which helps to slow and cool down fires. Now, I try to think in my mind, what can that do to our bodies? You know, like what? I ask these questions because it's like it's time for we, the actual people, and not the people of the system. I digress. But it's time for us to just start talking, having a conversation, and not depending on a whistleblower to jeopardize their life and say something. But at the end of the day, I think it's healthy to have critical thinking on certain things and question out loud, and then share what you're questioning out loud, because that's how we make the world a better place, in my opinion. So back to topic. So I went on a navigation, and I just said, I spelled it wrong here, but I was looking up, this is the wrong phosphate. This is sodium. But still, you look at the side effects. Hi, Kenya. You look at the side effects. Phosphate, that's sodium fiber. But when I look at when the levels are too high, hi, May. If you look down here, it says normal working kidneys can remove extra phosphorus in your blood. When you have chronic kidney disease, your kidneys cannot remove phosphorus very well. See, that's where I was like, aha. So something may, I'm just saying may, hi May, something may present itself acting like a virus because it's not leaving the body. But if there's no evidence of these traces of this thing during our pandemic, if it's not completely staying in the body, if it's not passing along after you had it for 2 weeks, then why is it still called a virus? The classification, in my opinion, is wrong. Because you think people who are HIV positive, that's a virus. It has to constantly have antivirals to fight it off. Whereas C word 19 and Rona, as we call it for short, how come and why she goes away? So that's what we're not getting answers of. So back to this retardant, as they're calling it. It says U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. This is for you fact checkers out there. Is it healthy? I want to see facts. So, U.S. Environmental Protection Agency label as practically non-toxic. So you see how the quote right there, practically non-toxic. Oh, gosh. Words assure people of safety, which is why a lot of times we're filtered and censored. So practically non-toxic. The red chemical mixture. I'm crooked. The chemical mixture. Where am I? Is mostly harmless to humans and wildlife. Wild mammals. But when I did look up the side effects, they do harm fish and birds. So fish and birds and insects, they really help the ecology that we live in. But mammals, yes, crow, yes, amen. But also mammals are important to suck up the oxygen. So yeah, I wanted you guys to see that. And I was trying to look up, is it harmful in the body when you breathe it? So we all know, like, we've had wildfires and a bunch of other stuff going on, right? So I'm just on a theory because I like to have answers and resolution. It's just really irritating that our local systems keep lying to us about stuff. Not lying, but not giving us the whole explanation. Warning about okay, stop that, go away. So it says in 1993 study by researchers UCLA looked at the effects of fire retardant in the months after a spate of wildfires. Phosphorus and nitrate levels increased 2 to 9 folds in Malibu Lagoon. It washed in the body of water, the beaches. So you guys can look at that as, why did we lock down the hiking trails and the beaches? Shut up. Okay, so down here it says, myth, the retardant will help wild vegetation grow back. But then you look at the burn areas right now. Here's the rabbit hole. Let's do burn areas 20. And this is how you guys do homework. You do research this way. I said, shut up, Crow. Get your life. Okay. Ooh, can't be found. Burn areas 2020. Shut up. Okay, so you guys see how Australia popped up? So this is why, like, I look at the areas mostly affected in the world, the cases that are going up. And I'm just like, it's because of these fires, y'all. And these fires, I believe, if they were intentional, not natural, then they were intended. You had to have sulfur dioxide in order to cause a fire. And then when you have the retardant, the red retardant that drops, it's mixing with sulfur. So we're having a chemical interaction, which can possibly be destruct, you know what I mean, destroying the immune system. So if these retardants, I'm trying to find a good picture. This might be a good picture. So if the retardants are supposed to provide for the environment, then how come it's not regrowing anything after? All burn areas are just dark. If you've been here in California, you see that all the burn areas are just dark. Everything's burnt. But you're not seeing green anymore. They're just burnt. What else did I want to navigate? I'm making you think, huh, May? What else? What else did I want to rabbit hole? I want the rabbit hole of the numbers. I think I covered everything. Because if you were here in Los Angeles, Orange County, basically we had the Holy Fire, which was crazy. And then the Malibu Fire, Malibu Canyon, Tustin Canyon. So there was too much fire everywhere last year. So I can only say that this whole coronavirus talk, it should be focused more on like the air quality from the fires. It's more logical to my thought. It's more logical to other people who would probably think about it. But the people who keep saying it was from bats or it was from wet markets, that's like not cool. It's a delusion. But I think had not it been a mystery, we probably wouldn't be getting benefits right now to survive while the system is trying to figure out what to do. And it's a political thing. And I always tell people there's a second wave coming. Second wave probably won't be as bad as the first, but yeah. I think when people burned those buildings down, burned the riots here in Los Angeles, for example, that we recently had, you're putting more ash in the air. You're putting more. It just sucks. It just sucks. Like, it's never going to go away. All right, so let's do some numbers. Mwah. Hey, Jasper. That wasn't for you, dude. I was just close. So if I look up Los Angeles, COVID cases today. I want to show you guys like how to really look up numbers. Let's just go on Los Angeles County Public Health. So right now, oh God, it says total cases 93,000. Let's just go to that. Deaths 3,000. But they're not saying since when. When did it start? When? So if you look here, it says updated 6/26. Cases through 8 p.m. on 6/25. And this also includes Long Beach, Pasadena, which are two other counties, or two other like sub-counties, as I like to call it. Daily New, they're not saying, 1809, 25 deaths. So if you have 90,000 cases and 25 deaths, that's not bad. Wait, I'm looking at it wrong, sorry. It's still weird because deaths can be cancer. It can be from choking on something that blocked your airway. It can be diabetes. It could be tuberculosis. It could be hepatitis. Like there's a lot of pre-existing conditions in the body that will compromise itself. let's do cases from 2 days ago. Actually, let me screenshot this. I forgot, how do you screenshot? Oopsies. Dang. Don't look at my password. Hi. You guys, you can't trust any button. People have their ways. Okay, cool. So let's look up. Hi, Sid. Actually, I have a video today, Sid. My mom's coming. It's her birthday, so I made a birthday playlist for her. I wish she would join me in videos, but she won't. Okay. Los Angeles. Cases. June. Let's just do the 25th. Daily Corona. Okay. Oh, there goes that dog. Y'all, this dog is so annoying. I love animals, but... All right, so let's go to... Okay, so this says... There were... I'm trying to make sense of this. Hold on. There were 38, let's just say 39,000 cases reported nationwide on Thursday. So it means that reported means it got to a computer system and was documented. When you report something, you're just sharing what had happened, right? Not what's developing. In my opinion. This isn't giving me exactly what I'm looking for. I want to see direct. I should have went on CDC's website. Let's do CDC. Oops. Los Angeles. Cases, June 25th. Hang in there with me. What's new? CDC, June 25th. See, that's the thing that happens. You guys see what happened? I typed something and then all this came up. I'm not trying to spread disinformation. I'm just trying to spread more ways that we can look for answers or even just get like these numbers in check. Okay, here's from 2 days ago. Go away. I don't want to activate. No. See what I mean? I just want one answer. Okay, so here, total tests reported, positive tests reported. That's 3,009 something. Now, if you go to that photo that I just had, how we got, Daily New was 1,809. And this was this morning's report. I don't know why people are leaving this and I'm showing like actual, how you go from tests reported 3,000, no, is that 3 million? 3,039,503? Ooh, yes. Thank you, sir. I saw that comment. And then here, oh wait, 3,009. Sorry, that's 3 million. Just put it that way. Then when I go to the photo, I'm seeing 1,000. So this tells me that people are trying to freak you out. I don't know what the distraction's all about. I can't even find the reports from the 25th. So I'm screenshotting these every day. Let's look at the metrics of reopening. Oh, y'all won't, it don't work. View confirmed cases. Oh no, that's a picture, Aaron. Lord of mercy. You guys get where I'm coming from, right? I did a cool investigation on my own about Long Beach, where I compared the two, side up and up. So this is only a 2-3 day difference. Or if you say like the 22nd of June and then the 25th of June, not that much of a distance. So your numbers shouldn't be that far off. But I even looked at the first number. How in the world on the 25th you have 3,509 total positive results. 104 are new. But then it's telling you here that 108 are new, but you have 3,042 3 days before that. So technically you would have 300 and... Is that 347? I'm sorry, 337 new cases, something like that. 300 and something cases. So you would have, this number should have been triple, currently hospitalized, because between those 3 days, you would have to report these many people have been hospitalized. But you look at the hospitalization of 3 days before, which is 70, and then 3 days later is 72. So no way, shape, or possible could have 70 people have went through the hospital just like that and went home. That's just virtually impossible. The nurses would have been burnt out, in my opinion. I'm just saying. So it says approximately, which isn't a definite, 2,359 recovered. And then 3 days later, approximately 2,565 recovered. So in my opinion, those 300 that's missing in that gap that I was showing you guys, those are the recovereds. So that's how you can tell by doing homework that they're not reporting something's off. Because if the positive results are here, then they jump to here. And then these new cases is what you want to look at, because it's not new as of or new since Monday or new since 2019. They're not telling you when they're starting. They're just saying, oh, well, we'll just say that they're new cases. So in my opinion, this is just me. You guys can think on your own. There's only 4 new cases in 3 days. This here tells me new cases in 3 days. 4 new cases. Because if someone were a really good editor, they would have said there have been 108 new cases in the last 24 hours since the last report of 104, for example, or 104 new cases since the last report 3 days ago of 108. So we have a total of, 212 new cases in the last 3 days. That's how you report shit. Excuse my language. I'm just weirded out about this, how those... So you see how there's 4 new cases, and then you even see the fatalities. There was only 3. In my opinion, I'm not looking at the 123, because I'm looking at between the 22nd and the 25th. I only see a 3-person change. So that's how you really assure yourself that this is not something to be so paranoid about. I think it's healthy to have precaution. And this is for the city of Long Beach. So for all I know, I could have been one of those, not those three, but I could have been one of these newly reports. Because it has to get filed. It has to get, You guys get what I'm saying? I unfortunately have a friend who, I guess we're not friends anymore, and it sucks because it's someone who took my class, and I hate it for that to happen. But when someone's constantly posting something about what they're afraid of, and I was like an advocate for confidence in front of your face for like the last 6 years, I think it's not okay for someone like me to just let you fall apart and let you, it's not healthy for me to accept seeing and witnessing someone I know can be more confident in a lower vibratory state of mind. So I was trying to instill a little bit of positivity, like, I'm kicking. Yeah. Hi, Brett. What do you say? All right. Yes, Sydney. So I'm saying that it is directly related. I believe it is, because the only sign that we have about this, I'm speaking of Los Angeles. The only evidence we have of something being airborne that could harm us is the wildfires. We had way too many last year. Hawaii had volcanic activity. Australia had wildfires as well. Alaska had wildfires. The Arctic is still... Ooh, let's do that then. You guys didn't know the Arctic is burning right now. Gavin! Dude, I haven't talked to you in forever. How you been, dude? Let's go back to rabbit holes. So we're going to do Arctic fire. And I only have to do 2020 because it's still going on. Let's do... Oh, dude, look, there's Siberian. There we go. Siberian wildfires. They call it zombie fire. I don't want to hear this guy talk. I've been in quarantine too long. I don't like hearing other people talk. Like, meh, meh, meh. All right, so... Ooh, Moscow. Russia collusion. The record warming in Siberia is a warning sign of major proportions, Overpeck wrote. Whoever Overpeck is. Let's just skip all this. I don't want to bore you guys. I just want a picture. Hey, not my uncle. Not my uncle. People say so much crap about Mr. T. I'm like, look, let's talk about Mr. B. See, this was Alaska last year. Is it last year? Oh, this is this year, May 28th. It says zombie fires. I'm looking right here. Zombie fires or holdover can burrow into rich organic material beneath the surface. So it means that, let's say you have an ice cap. An ice cap basically it's covering land like a dome. And let's say underneath of this ice cap are grasslands. It's like this here. So long story short, you see how the smoke is being trapped underneath the ice. If this is my iceberg or my ice dome. So it's trapping that fire. No one can get in and no one's getting out. So what's going to happen to that? I have no idea. That's why they call that hold over, because there's the cold front that is suppressing the smoke ash. So that's why I keep saying to people, like, if there's an underground volcano, in my opinion, you guys think on your own. If there's a volcano, there's sulfur in the air. I'm not trying to put a hoax out there. I'm just trying to share one. Arctic Ocean fire. So you guys probably didn't know this was going on, but this has been going on for the last year. Let's look at, this is August last year, BBC. So you guys just saw how I compared the first search, which showed 23 hours ago, Siberian fire. And then you look at August 26th, 2019. So now you can trace back and go, okay, these fires have been going on for a long time. What do you think will happen? It is burning in the Arctic. No, it's still going on, May. Look, 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 look. Arctic fire. I'm doing it right here. June 2020. I like these rabbit holes. Because rabbit holes, they allow you to think. But I like to do this out loud because I'm posting stuff. Because I would like to be informative of my environment since I can't teach dance. Sorry, you guys. Ooh, I need a new phone holder. This one is lame. It don't listen to me. Hang in there. Okay. Ugh. Piece of crap. I've been buying stuff off Amazon. Hang in there, May. I've been buying stuff off Amazon, and I'm like, man, that's lame. It don't work. All right, so look right here, May. It says Friday, June 19th, 2020. It's still going. And look at it's the whole Arctic. It's not like a little part. This reminds me of like the, what do they call it? When you're in high school and they have those little things. The news will not tell you that this is going on. All right, so let's see. 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the Russian Arctic town. On Saturday, a temperature that would be a fever for a person. Boom. Boom. A fever for a person. But this Siberia, known for being frozen, the catastrophic oil spill from a collapsed storage tank. Aha. I wonder what was in that tank. In 2011, part of a residential building, the biggest city in Shaka Republic, collapsed due to thawing and subsidence of the ground. Meaning the ground was weak and the building collapsed, it fell. And when the building fell, the chemicals inside spilled out and caused a fire. Now it says, which in turn, I'm looking right here, exacerbates global warming. Dude, that's crazy. By releasing large amounts of methane and potent greenhouse gases. So let's look at methane side effects. And then I'm done with this live stream. Boom. Suffocation, loss of consciousness, dizziness, headache, nausea, vomiting, weakness, loss of coordination, increased breathing, means short breath. Cardiovascular, respiratory, neurological problems, epilepsy, pneumonia, claustrophobia, heart problems, memory loss, depression. Boom, shaka, laka. This happened in Los Angeles, too. Thanks for bringing that up. about New York Times. Here in LA, they didn't really report it. So that just kind of shows you guys like how to simply do a little bit of homework. Let's look up methane in your environment. Bodies of water. And P.S. we forgot about the Fukushima plant is still leaking. Oh my gosh. May Britt is in Norway. She's a lovely person, Sid. You guys should be friends on Facebook. May Sid is one of my dance friends. He's been one of my principal dances for 11 years. And we're going to get back into class next month. Yay. Hi, Franco. So I was just reading, I'll catch you up, Jess. I was reading up on methane leaks because the Arctic, Siberian Arctic, it's on fire still. And so I was looking up the side effects because the methane is leaking in the Arctic areas. Suffocation, loss of consciousness, headache, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, weakness, loss of coordination. I'm going backwards so Jessica can see what I did. Hey, Christian. The Arctic is on fire. This has been going on since April last year. And they can't get to it because there's an ice cap or a cold front suppressing all of the heat and the fires down onto the ground. And so this transpired because the ground was weak. What's the word of it? When the ground is weak and it gives out. And so this building collapsed and the chemicals that were in it caused this fire. So I think, this is just my opinion, I was like, if you have methane and sulfur, I wonder what that would do to your respiratory. But see, look here, it says heat wave. That's where I'm confused. Heat wave, maybe that the heat wave is coming. It sounds the alarm because they've been having Arctic fire. So I don't want to get into too many conspiracy theories. Aaron Davis. And if you guys look here too, you know when they do those drops, like I was saying, how come the drops aren't really making those things green right now? I'm just asking. Let's do methane. Yeah, that's gas and sulfur. Sulfur dioxide. Boom. Because I believe if someone intentionally set these things, you know, because they did say we're arsonists, right? They use sulfur to, you have to use sulfur to create a flame. And remember like years ago when I said lightning cannot be causing this and everyone made fun of me? Okay, hydrogen sulfide from sulfur dioxide and methane. Okay, let's just look here. Metal oxide catalyst, the reduction of sulfur oxide. I'm looking right here. You guys can screenshot this if you want. This is how I do my homework. Hydrosulfurization catalyst was studied. Molybdenum oxide was converted to sulfide after the chemical reaction. So it changed. I want to get side effects. Boom. Long-term exposure to sulfur dioxide. Changes in lung function, decreased fertility in women, loss of smell. That's a big one for, I can't say that word on live stream because they'll ding me. But the C word 19, Miss Rona. Headache, dizziness. I still get headaches here and there. I'm dizzy, but I'm not really dizzy. I just lose my equilibrium. Nausea, vomiting, bronchitis, shortness of breath. This is what I've already... Oops. Get it together, tripod. Why are you over there? This is what I have. Bronchitis and shortness of breath. You can even hear it, like when I'm just used to it, but it is what it is. Even when I breathe normally, yep. It's sad. It's okay. Don't be. Oh, my May. May, we need to sing a song together. Let's collaborate. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. Do I need to go over sulfur dioxide in food? See, I hate laughing like that now. Whilst harmless to healthy persons, when recommending concentrations to induce asthma, when inhaled or ingested, sensitive subjects, even high dilute, whatever. I'm over it. P.S. I'm working on a work at home thing because I obviously cannot go back to work. So I want to know if you guys think these are cool. Let me know what you think. So I'm gonna be creating a line of gemstones for healing, and that way I can create a lab, with my gloves, and I can be sanitized, and I can have the little eyeglass thing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Illuminati. But the little microscope thingy, and I can look at it, and I can put it together with like little things, and yeah. So that's what I'm working at over there. That's my little healing lab. So yeah, I'm waiting for my order to show up, and I can put them together. I'm thinking of putting these little packages together. I can't tell you any more than that. But yeah, let me know what you think if you guys like these. May I'll send you one because you're like my soul sister. Yeah. Anyways, you have a wonderful day. I'm sure you guys will see me posting all day long. I'm so sorry. There's just way too, I think for me and a few other people on Facebook, particularly, and Twitter, we need new social media platforms. Oh. Besides adults exposing their anatomy in front of children on TikTok. I'm just saying. Whatchamacallit? There's a group of us who are really just trying to do these things. Like, let's just shine some truth, not light, because it's not a time to heal and fix things. It's a time to really allow people to see what's really going on. Remember Martin Gaye, that song? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yep. So, yeah, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Same thing. We have to share what we see is going on, and I think that's why a lot of people are resistant to facts, and they're resistant to sources of our friends and family sharing that, hey, I read something and this is bothersome. I just want to share it. Some people don't want to hear it, so that's fine. But over there, don't be on my Facebook page, You don't want to hear what I have to say, but then you want to complain all day. I can't stand people who complain about something obviously you cannot fix, like someone's personality, their behavior. You can't fix that. What you can fix is the truth coming out, and you can defeat disinformation. So the more people who keep reading things such as what I exemplified today and putting it out, it really helps people have some mental clarity, peace of mind on the subject. So what can we do? Oh, I forgot to say this part. I have to do this. So what can you do if you feel like this is a threat? How do I not breathe sulfur? Well, too late. You're going to breathe sulfur regardless. So I have indoor plants. I'll just show you guys one. I have 4. I just bought these a couple days ago. So I have indoor plants in my home, and that will provide me more oxygen. I sat on my foot. And then, this is my humidifier. I don't want to use a diffuser, because the diffuser for essential oils, they heat up the water. I don't want to heat up the water because sometimes that raises, for me particularly, raises my heart rate a little bit. Because if the oils are not essential, like natural, they are, they're chemical, what do you call it? They have extra chemicals, aromatherapy chemicals. So I just turn on a humidifier. I smudge my essential oils on the surface, so that way I'm not infecting the water or creating mold or buildup of corrosion. But my essential oils will just linger up there, and I have a natural sense of smell. But then also humidity purifies those indoor plants. So you're creating a natural oxygenation in your own home, like a greenhouse. Yeah. So we got to use the earth. We got to be holistic. You, girl, May, the world is crazy already right now. So why not have your own private sanctuary of crazy? This is why I'm trying to build my own home to where I don't have to leave. At first, I was nervous about the humidifier and having having recovered from COVID-19, but at the same time, I'm getting used to it. I don't have pneumonia or exist, so I know I was fine. But the essential oils really help because they will dry the humidity a little bit, so that way the fluid doesn't build up inside of your lungs. It'll like cancel out with the mucous membranes. But humidifier, indoor plants, do it now. What's up, Steve? Big Steve Rosa. Oh. Remember your dance, Steve? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go. Steve, you were part of. Didn't you work at Bally's? Aren't you part of that group that Robert started? I'm gonna add you to it if you're not part of it. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.